We are live! Ladies and gentlemen, those in between or neither, welcome back to the channel. I am your host. And today, the second half of the 4.4 banners have come out, so you guys know what that means. Today, we're doing our test runs. Let me get it open so that way I can show you guys who we are actually going to today, and we are also doing a cooking event so far. Nope, that's the combat event that I finished. There we go. Test run. So for 5 stars, we've got the Vigilant Yaksha Zhao, and we've also got Yai Miko. And then for 4 stars, we have Yao Yao, Jin Yan, and Ningguan. And thankfully, with the way that the trials are done, I don't have to come back to this screen every single time, which is great. But let's see what Hoyo has decided to give us. And then once we're done with the test runs, we're going to be doing something different because I've already got impressions about Zhao and Yaimiko, so I'm not going to be pulling on their banners specifically. However, I do have a copy of Zhao's signature weapon. We're going to be throwing a couple pulls at the weapons banner just to see what we get from there. Now, if the game can finish loading, that would be nice. Awesome. Ooh! Animal Squad! So, to begin, we have our main DPS in Zhao with the Primordial Jade Winged Spear and a full set of Vermilion Hereafter, which is, I think Vermilion's actually one of his best sets. For supports, we've got Farazan, which I have a C6 of Farazan. She's okay. Admittedly I have not put a ton of effort into her just yet because I don't have the DPS for it. So, I've actually got her at C6, so eventually, just not right now. On a 2-piece Gladiator, 2-piece Viridescent. So, with the Fab Bow, that's kind of her standard support build. Well, actually, no. In terms of artifacts, if you want to go support with her, you either do a full set of Viridescent or you do a full set of Noblesse. But that's just for Farazan, depending on what your party needs. Sucrose has the full set of VV, which is very nice. Keep in mind, I cannot see substats. For weapon, we've got Sacrificial Fragments, so she will be able to drop her skill twice in certain situations. And then Benny, we've already seen before with the Sapwood Blade and the full set of Noblesse. So, let's see how our Yaksha and crew hold up. Keep in mind, I'm not the best when it comes to these trials, but I give it my best shot. And we'll go into Farazan. I can drop. Ah! It's not letting me switch. Alright, let's just go into Zhao and as I fumble on these keys, Zhao's burst actually allows him to plunge. Ready? Burst. Thank you. Sucrose. So, Zhao is actually kind of fun if you can actually get him proper support, which in this case would be Farazan. Sucrose is a nice support. Genuine would actually work out really, really well with Zhao. So we would claim our 20 Primos, 3 Ginseng, and 3 Slime Condensate. Then we have Miss Yaimiko. I do wonder what type of team they're going to put her on. Kizmiko is actually really, really versatile. She can be your on-field, she can be your off-field, she can apply Electro. Just overall very, very versatile. But with the way that she applies Electro, it's just not really my speed. And I haven't quite gotten the hang of her yet. Ironically enough, though, my first limited 5-star character on my personal account was Miko. Back when she had a rerun alongside Yoimiya. Don't ask me when that patch was, I have no idea, and we are doing a Hyper Bloom team. Okay, so she's going to be the reaction trigger on Hyper Bloom team. Interesting. Let's see if that actually works. She's got Kagura's Verity, which is a very nice catalyst, actually. I wouldn't be mad if I ended up getting it. I just don't know who I would put it on, if that makes sense. And she's got a 2-piece Shimenawa, 2-piece Thundering Fury. So her attack is boosted and her electro damage is boosted. Interesting. We've already seen Xingqiu. You don't need to see him. However, we have Kale with us. Kale is actually one of the characters that I do have a tendency to swap in every now and again. For this trial, she does have the stringless bow, which is actually a very good bow just in general. And you're the one that's running the full set of Deepwood Memories. Okay. I like this. I like this a lot. And finally, for our team showcase, we have Yao Yao on a Favonius Lance. So you're going to be one of our main Dendro applicators. And you also have a full set of Deepwood. So here's my question. If the two Dendro characters are carrying the same set, which in this case they are, do the effects of that actually stack? Which means the Dendro resistance for Bloom and Hyper Bloom is just gonna be nuts. So the name of the game here is to start with Xingqiu to set up Hydro, and then we go into Kale and or Yao Yao, depending on what we need, to spread as much Dendro as possible. And then once we get all the Dendro cores, we use Miko and just set them all off. Let's see if this will actually work. Put that up. Go into Kale. Go into Yao Yao with Yogwe. And also get some electro damage in there as well. You go. I out of the bubble. Out of the bubble, please. Kale's little cat bunny, and then Yugoi comes in. Just don't fall off the edge. That's all. All I need to do is not go off the edge. And then Yugoi comes in. And then we can just kind of zap.
Come on out. Ray outlines your fate.
There. Energy. And I'm surprised we actually did as well as we did. Hello, friend. Welcome to the stream. It will be a short one today, just so you know. I am actually not going to go for the character. I'm going to be going for their weapon because I've already got a copy of Jadewing, and I would really like a second. You ask, no, I don't have enough to do a full run to pity, but I'm still going to try. All right, so next character to try out is Yao Yao, and Yao Yao's, as you probably saw with Miko's trial, her main role is a dendro applicator and healer. She does an amazing job with her little uh it's not actually a rabbit, it's a stuffed rabbit. Yeah, Yugui is a little weird. And we've got another Hyper Bloom composition with actually one of my favorite characters ever. So I assume that we're doing Fab and then full set of Deep Wood. Yep, that makes sense. Xingqiu has got... Oh, you're only half and half. I've actually got my Xingqiu on a full set of Noblesse, but that's just me. Hard Depth is also a good option considering it boosts Hydro damage. And he's got Sacrificial. To answer your question, I am doing the Spear, and yeah, I do wish we could kind of bring in our own characters or at least put similar builds together. Because, well, yes, you've got the right bow on Fischl, you've got the wrong set of artifacts. Troop for Fischl is just her best. And then I do want to see what they have for Shinobu. Okay, they've got her on Iron Sting, which is probably her best craftable. Like, out of all of the craftable swords that I can currently think of. And then for artifacts, she's on a full tenacity. Okay. Personally, I would not do a full tenacity because my Shinobu is actually on a full set of gilded. Because keep in mind, you can also go for HP substats, and I cannot view said substats.
Why do so many people?
So sorry, Yao Yao. This is not the time. All right. Let's just hope I don't go off the edge. Because this Hyper Bloom team should be relatively fine. Yugui, do your thing. Oz. And I'm going to use Shinobu as the main driver. Shinobu, I think, is a better driver than Fischl is, for me anyway. Drop Yugui. Ah! Come on. Switch. Switch. Let's not get off the edge. Throw Yugui out. I'm sorry, little nugget. Let's. There we go. And the best part about this is that you don't really need to. Like, can you? Yes. Do you need to? No. Test try meta isn't needed. That is true. That is true. I bet they don't let you see artifacts because the artifacts have hacked stats. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Alright. So our next 4-star character is Jinyan. This will be interesting because I do have a copy of Jinyan, but I have not actually used her. So I don't. I know that she can be a physical buffer, which if you want to do that, fine. But other than that, there's just better shielders out there. I mean, you're also talking to somebody who runs Zhongli pretty often. So we've got Jinyan, Rosaria, that is probably the physical Rosaria, Fischl again, and Layla. I do want to set up with Layla though. So we'll just drop the shields and just start going to town. Let's toss Oz out there. Just shielding's down. It would be nice if I would actually hit the right keys, huh? Down again. It's fine. Instances. Again, we don't really need official bit in this go around. It's kind of nice. Though I'm also wrapped up in 2 shields. It's really just cleaning up the mess. There we go. And then we've got one more 4-star, and I think this is the one that I'm going to struggle with the most. But because it is Ningguang. And I will admit, Ningguang, I don't know why, but she just doesn't click with me as well as other Geo characters do. Buffing physical wisdom. They aren't even cryo or electro. No, they're not. And like I said, if you want to do physical, it's fine, but you don't have a ton of options. So that's kind of why Jinyan got forgotten about. Oh, okay, so we have Noelle, Yunjin, and Benny. I think we're going to start with Noelle, because if we can get her shield going, and then Yunjin's buff, which is awesome.
I must leave no stone unturned. Let's light it up.
Benny for a little bit. Yunjin. And set up the jade screen. Come on, drop your burst. You dear. Alright. There's the crew.
Time to clean up.
Get Noel's big blade going. Benny for his burst. Fusion.
Strike is one. Don't waste my time.
I have no intentions to. It works out pretty well. All things considered.
Leave it up to me. As a good match. I'll catch you.
There's the grater. And I botched the rotation on Noel.
Someone needs assistance.
It has been a while since I actually used Noel.
Everybody stand back.
I do recommend if you don't have her,
Observe.
at least give her a try. One. There we go. That actually wasn't too bad. I mean, not the cleanest run, but certainly not the worst. Yeah, her attack speed is slow if you don't set up the screen. I'm not sure if it was also the PC that I'm playing on might be causing some issues as well, considering it is a little bit older. Oh, that and I'm just not very good with Ningguang. Alright, so since this is a little bit shorter, I will say that, we are now getting into the poll stage of our streaming experience. The hope is for the primordial Jadewing Spear. That's kind of our hope. And I triggered something on the battle pass. I should check that real quick. Mainly because if I don't, it's going to bug me. Decent Mora. It's the glaze lilies that I want the most. So what did I manage to complete this week? Oh, nice. Lovely. Slow and steady progress. That's what we like to see. So, just so we're clear, I would really like the spear. The other 4-star weapons that are upped right now, Favonius Lance. I think the catalyst is Winsith. I think. I could be wrong. Stringless would also be nice to get refinements on that. Lion's Roar would also be nice. And then we've got Kagra's Verity, which, on the extreme off chance that I end up getting it from the banner, I won't necessarily be mad. So, let's see what we get from our 20 polls. First set. 4-star, okay. And I do have an Excel sheet just to document Raven, Emerald. Keep in mind that this could also be a double as well. And since we do have a 4-star, there is a chance that we get a character instead of a weapon. And we got Winsith. One of the most useful catalysts in the game, I think. I could be wrong. Debate Club. We're really checking for any other 4-stars at this point. Slingshot, Raven Bow, Sharpshooter. So it was just the Winseth. Why not get a cupcake holder? It's one of those deals of I don't use Catalyst very often. So I don't exactly have the character to put it on, in a sense. And comment to jot this down, because if I don't, I'm going to forget. And I will correct spelling later. I promise. Weapon. It's fine. I keep forgetting that it minimizes the window. But our last pull for, well, actually no. Before I get too far, let's convert real quick. Yeah, yes, it's only one, but still, we're doing that. All right, let's see. Here's hoping. Another 4-star. Okay, that's. Let's see what we get out of it. Magic guide. Another Favoni's Lance. Yes! One of the best polearms in the game. I'm happy that I have another copy. Cool steel. And again, we're checking for doubles. Slingshot. Blood tainted. Sharpshooter. Even. Magic deck. Lion's Roar. Awesome. Another refinement on it. Okay. Okay. A new catalyst, and I think my fav is at. I think this will be an R5 fav. I think, which is nice, and then an R3 Lion's Roar, which again I'm actually really happy with. And as I get more primos, because I am predominantly for, I don't pay for this game. If I get enough while the banner is active, I will continue to do pulls on the weapons banner just to see if we can actually get the Jadewing Spear. And yes, I know I'm probably saying it wrong. On that short note, considering that our test runs are usually shorter than active sessions, I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's stream. Please make sure to leave a follow and ring that notification bell if you want to be notified the next time I go live. On the YouTube channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe over there so you don't miss a recap. VODs are typically up within 1 to 2 days, depending on if I actually somewhat remember. If you're feeling particularly generous, I'm not an affiliate or partner yet, so I do have a Ko-Fi link in the About section of the Twitch channel and in the description of the YouTube videos. Any money generated through that link will go back towards the channel in some way. Additionally, if you want to see more work from me, I am a freelance writer with a specialty for D&D homebrew. If you'd like a link to the stuff that I have written, it will be in the About section of the YouTube videos and in the Yeah, I completely botched that. The link will be in the About section of the Twitch channel and in the description of the YouTube videos. There we go. Guys, on I believe my next stream is Saturday, and from what I saw, it's going to be a trip to the Greek version of Hell,